Rashada update. This is probably going to be the last I would really talk about Rashada, guys.
Thank God.
Yeah. So just a quick update. I don't know how much you want to get into this, if you want to give your opinion, but essentially he signed his deal with Florida on the 7th. That's when the deal fell through, and then for the 13 quote unquote million, and he still signed on the 22nd on early signing day to go to Florida. He had 2 weeks to make up his mind, and reportedly, again, don't know how much of this is true, but this is what's coming out so far, at least what I've seen, is $6 million. The reason why Florida was going to pay him have to pay him 13 is because Miami, John Ruiz and company and their lawyers signed him out of high school to a $6 million contract. And then, so now he's their client. And then he decided to spur Miami and go to Florida, and they were offering him $7 million. So because he was their client and because he turned down Miami and that deal was contingent on him going to Miami, they owed the $6 million to pay off Miami for the recruit, and then the $7 million to him directly. Again, don't know how much of this is true. And this is not, I don't want to say this is on Rashada's fault, because apparently people close to him, Rashada really wanted to go to Florida. Like, that was the school he wanted to go to. It was more the adults in his camp that were leading him astray. And that's, again, we've talked about it. Keep your circle small, and, you know, it's your future. Do you. Don't listen to your mom and dad. Don't listen to your agent that you should, at high school, or should not have. Don't listen to a lawyer somewhere, X, Y, and Z. And then Florida the Gator Collective got double-crossed with, because they had nothing to do with it. It was David Heitner or something like that. He's a UF law or NIL lawyer, but he's also a professor at Miami for NIL. And so him and John Ruiz are pretty close, and so they kind of knew what deal was going on. So he kind of screwed Florida over in the end. He was representing Rashada, reportedly, and so that's why the deal fell through. Rashada is visiting Colorado, Arizona State, and a couple other Pac-12 schools, but it looks like he's going out west. I don't know if Taylor, if you have any comments on that. If not, we'll move on to the next topic. That's just pretty much the update on Jaden and Rashada, though.
It just sounds like a bunch of bull crap that's coming out of this whole NIL stuff that's been going on. I mean, I think that's the root cause of all of this. It sucks that he's not able to go to the school that he wants to go to because of the people around him that may have influenced him to divert. So that sucks. I mean, you know, some kids are in it to play for their, school that they want to play for, like that's the, it's in my heart. I want to, like, if it was up to me, I'd want to go play for Oklahoma. Like, Oklahoma's where I want to be, OU. Yeah. Like, I would love to play for OU. And me personally, I would not have somebody else in my ear being like, hey, you might want to go here instead, do this and that, I would try and make it a point to limit who I listen to, limit who I allow into my life to try and alter my decisions and path forwards. But I hope he lands somewhere. I hope he has a good career. I hope it all gets sorted out. And I hope this doesn't taint his NFL eligibility, or his stock market, I should say, if he makes it into the draft and he's good enough. Because a lot of teams are going to look at this and be like, man, that was a college deal, and it was drug out that long, and it was nothing but drama. I mean, just imagine, he's trying to restructure a deal with the NFL team. Just imagine the holdout on that and the drama that's going to come with that.
That and the fact
hopefully this is the last we hear about it, because it's
getting annoying.
It's insanity to me. Yeah.
It definitely, like I said, or like you said, NFL teams are going to go, hey, do you allow others to tell you what to do? And he's going to say no. And I'm like, well, what about this college situation you had going on? Your parents, your lawyers, the adults around you said, no, do this. And you signed a contract to a different school early and then decided to flip your commitment after saying, you got pen on paper for money, and then you flipped your mind. So where are you going to be at with us? Well, it raises red flags, but I wish the kid well. I don't think this is on the Gator Collective like we originally thought, where they came up with $13 million and like, oh, by the way, we don't have that money anymore, which was reportedly what everyone thought was what happened, what they offered him too much and then realized they didn't have it. But I mean, I think he's probably going to go to Dion. I can see
Wouldn't
that.
doubt it.
Wouldn't doubt it. Especially with Shadur Sanders, his son, probably leaving after this year to go to the NFL. They're looking for a quarterback. Rashada is a 4 borderline 5-star quarterback. Good pickup for the Buffalo.